pre-market buying and front running the CP lie.
Yeah, we are. I'm trying to buy some MSTX right now. $100, and I'll pay you guys $100.70 per share pre-market. But I want more than that. Let's get like 500. Here we go. Done. Sent. And did it fill? We were talking about last night in the show, in the Triumvirate show, how fun it would be to like have TSLL, ConL, and MSTX, just have like a triumvirate of them. All right, I got my order filled, and then just like race them, right? Like just let them go, and whichever one like gets ahead of the other two, you can sell a little of that one and then buy the other two when they're lower, and vice versa. Just keep running them all the way up into the everything rally. And yeah, we started a little bit early this morning because the CPI report's coming out in 2 minutes. And I wanted to get my MSTX order in before the CPI report in case it just sends everything up higher. Excuse me.
Yeah, or sends it back down to support, and it's gone. No,
I know.
No more money.
Let's just start with Tesla here this morning. If you're just tuning in early, congratulations. I think I actually did a little audio thing. I did like a Cantonese cat style video report on what I thought Tesla would be doing this morning. And here's the recap of it. Basically, after hitting a high of 362.80, it's doing a retrace back to this low of, where are you? Way down here. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. What am I looking at? I'm sorry, right here, 294.18. I got lost in my chart of busyness. So from this little 294.18 up to 362.80. Yesterday, when price did top out and started to fall, it immediately fell to that halfway point right here. 328.49 is the 50% level between the two high and low. And then it recovered to the 236 and then dropped to almost the 618 in after hours last night. And then the announcement that Elon Musk would be, along with Vivek, would become the new heads of DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency. The price did this. And now, hey, look, Matt, see my moving average 75 and the Ichimoku cloud? Look at that. It's just because, right? I always talk about how the Ichimoku cloud is like the battleground zone. When price enters the cloud, then there's the fight begins between the bulls and the bears.
Well, the CPI is out too. It looks like IWM is rallying a little bit on the news. And what else is rallying? Is Tesla going up?
Tesla's rallying. Tesla's moving up.
Yeah. So yeah, 337 for Tesla. The miners are going up too. Bitcoin's going up too. Yeah, I mean, I guess who cares?
I got that MSTX order in just in time.
Now you made bank.
I need to look at this DXYZ. I wanted to get more of this too.
Well, let me just, if you're done with Tesla, I just want to go over the indices since they're rallying right now.
Please go right ahead while I make my order.
All right, so here we go. IWM. So it's pre-market now, 239. It's still going up to previous all-time highs, guys. So it's not full joy yet until it breaks, but it was this bullish engulfing candle above the 786. It was all I really cared about. And now it's breaking above. So I think we might see all-time highs pretty soon, probably this year, maybe even this month. So I think just got to be patient. But this is looking better and better to break. 244.46 is the target. And once that happens, I think altcoins, everything else will just follow suit on its way towards 266. And the SPY, is that going up a little bit? Yeah, it's going up a little bit too with the CPI. It's just kind of unchanged though. QQQ, same situation. It's really more of like a rotation into IWM and also growth, right? Maybe ARKK is up a little bit. Yeah, so things are good. Oh, look at ARKK. It flipped basically a level 2 support to the 382. So that is a huge development for ARKK and Cathie Wood's growth stocks. So that's something to watch out for, 56.15. So a lot of good developments in the markets. Yeah, Bitcoin, it's going towards the 1.414 fib extension from the previous all-time high back in 2021, and that's 91,158. So it looks like it does want to flip this 83,000 zone to support. and continue higher. So I don't think we're going to see below this 1.272. If we do, it would just be like a wick or so. But Bitcoin looks ready to rock and roll, but got to break above this 91 first. So now
I just want to quickly report that DXYZ is breaking above my moving average 75, and I got my order in. I basically just did the equivalent of a market order in after hours by just giving them a ridiculous price, and I got it filled at 33.77. I'm very happy about that price, even though I'm essentially buying it back for what I sold it for here. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah, Tesla's definitely rallying. Look, it made a 15-minute. Are we on my screen? Yeah, it made a 15-minute katana right here for like an hour and a half. Price moved such that the conversion line and the baseline of the 50-minute chart merged and then split, and the conversion line went up to over the moving average 75, and the baseline is still right down here, and it's going to be down there for a little while. And yeah, we're above the daily pivot now. This gray line is today's daily pivot at 336.50. And maybe did already do the test back? Not quite. It's about to do a test back to that line. Once it gets 336.56, it should take right back off again. And then head up higher. I don't think it doesn't necessarily need to go any lower. I was predicting that maybe we would get your order filled down here, Matt. But I don't know. I guess we got an hour left. Maybe it's just going to simply expand my triangle out to here. Whoops. No. I just want this point. Maybe it just expands it to here, and it still pushes it out. Basically, by when we had this triangle before, and the announcement last night, and then the move higher has given us this triangle, which then either we're going to break out or it extends the decline all the rest of the week into, like, here's Thursday and here's Friday, end of week right there. So if they do want to run this thing down into the ground, this is how they're going to do it. But maybe maybe that was all we needed, almost 618% retrace, and away we go. So we'll know in an hour how the market feels.
All right. Yeah. For me, Tesla, there's really no change, right? On my chart. Let me just go switch it over. Yeah, there's no change at all. So it's just stuck in that range, right? Between the 321 and the 347. So it can do whatever it wants. It can go up towards it. It can go down towards 320 or a little bit below. It doesn't matter to me. And I actually prefer it go lower so I can buy more TSLL because I already have a full Tesla. What's that?
It doesn't matter if it wicks down. I think we're definitely going to close over 321 this week.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, it could wick down to the 307.90 like I've got. Make it extra scary. But it'll still get right back over 321 before the week's out.
Yeah. That's very, very true. I see great things, and I already have a full position in Tesla, so I just want to trade TSLL now. It's kind of like Tracker. You inspired me, Tracker. I want to trade more of Tesla, the swings, because TSLL can really capitalize on that while I keep my full position. So
absolutely, just get these amazing swings. So yeah, I'll just repeat it again if you're coming in late. We talked about in the Triumvirate show last night how fun it would be to buy a trifecta of TSLL and CONL and MSTX. They're all 2x versions of Tesla, Coinbase, and MicroStrategy. I just race them. Just keep all three, and then race them up. And if one of them gets way ahead of another one, just skim a little bit off of that one, add the other two, and then just let them keep going. And I think that strategy would work really well.
And away they go. But yeah, like I said last night on the Triumvirate show, I just want to show everybody this Gann chart here with the fibs on it. I'll just take the fibs off. Actually, you can see it clear. Like, this is looking like a breakout, really. This 45-degree angle, massive resistance. It's on top, right? And last time it was on top, it was just a fake out, but this time could be the real deal, as long as it doesn't turn into a wick, right? This one turned into a wick right here, so as long as this week doesn't turn into a wick, then that is good. And also, you got multiple support level too. You got the blue level and the 45 here. Here you only had the 45, so this is looking more and more like the real deal. And what comes next then? Maybe just ride up the 45 to the 500s, maybe to the thousands, right? MicroStrategy is on a roll, and I don't know if it's going to slow down. So I'm just holding on for dear life. Hodl, right? That's all I got to do.
That's
Just
right.
enjoy the ride, because trying to time the tops, especially after they break out through levels, is sometimes a mistake, because this looks like it has a lot more potential to go. So sometimes you sell the rip and it keeps on ripping, but this is we gotta wait till the weekly close to confirm everything, to make sure it does close above levels. But so far, this is looking so magnificent for MicroStrategy. And it's also kind of maybe a precursor for Bitcoin, that maybe it just wants to smash through this 91,000 too, right? So, yeah, good things to come from MicroStrategy.
It is rocketing up. Fat Chan asks, Tracker, do you think this racing can be done with small accounts? Yeah, I think you could do it with any size account. It's just, yeah, absolutely. You can, all the shares are affordable. Speaking of rockets, Matt, I've got Rocket Lab here.
Okay.
So it had earnings yesterday that were fantastic, because it actually had earnings to report. Up until now, it had no earnings, but last night they reported, let's see, a surprise of $2.5 million in earnings. So, or I'm sorry, 104 million. Anyway, they got a contract, and it ran up here to the 600% fib extension from the wave 1, wave 2 that I had tracked way back down here. I never in my wildest dreams imagined that would get 600%. Obviously, I've just got the wrong scale. My 1-2 should have been somewhere else here. Maybe this was the 1-2. Anyway,
what's your alert? I got to know what your alert is.
Oh, it says Connell just crossed 67.83.
Oh no, I wanted to go.
It's going up. Rocket Lab, thank you so much. That's so funny you asked for that. So I see Rocket Lab is now, it's finished its wave 5 top at the high of 2046. It's now in retracement. It should go 1484, $17, then 1137. Buy it into 1137. Don't wait for 1137. Don't, like, I give my targets accurate to the penny, but please don't make that your limit order, because you won't get it filled. A lot of people will be trying to get 1137, and only a few will get filled, and then nobody's selling it anymore at that point, and the price starts to go back up. So you want to buy it on the way down. You want to catch it like around like the 1180s to 1140s. Just target a zone and start making your limit orders in there. So you got to beat the other people. That's what front running is all about. You got to get your orders in. You got to jump to the head of the line with a higher price. And then Rocket Lab. Do I have the extension on this yet? I don't yet. Why don't I? No, it just must be on a different scale. No, I didn't do it yet. Anyway, this thing's going to go much higher. I swear I thought I had an extension on this. I could just do it for you really, really quick. Just basically from here. This is just I'm just guessing. I mean, it's just a guess, because obviously we haven't hit 1137 yet. Let's skip to the end, and this thing goes to $50.84 next for the next wave 5 cycle. $50 a share for Rocket Lab after it retraces to 1137-ish. I could be wrong. It might just hold up at 1311 too. Sometimes this 50% retraces if it's like really in demand. That might be all we get, but start looking around buying there. That's Rocket Lab. I'm gonna give you guys the whole rocket story here. DXYZ Destiny Tech 100 is a closed-end fund that has a large. I can't even tell you how big the stake is now. It used to be like in February it was like 11%, and then last year was reported it was like 37%. But obviously now it's bigger. Part of their portfolio is SpaceX. This is your exposure to SpaceX that we can actually get here in the United States markets on the Nasdaq. DXYZ. It might be done, or it might. I have a target for 2760. We'll see if it can get there or not. There is a big buy block, right? This green area is a buy order block that's already set up. And here's the sell order block above. It is moving up now in pre-market after the CPI report. It got to 67.2%. That might be all it gets. So I started buying my DXYZ. If it gets down here, I will load the boat on it because I see this one going to, oh yeah, $121 a share for DXYZ when this thing just goes ballistic into to demand. And people ask me, well, how are the fundamentals going to support that? There's no way. Like it's not about fundamentals. People will front run this price. You get a new higher high. Suddenly everyone wants in. They FOMO in, and then they're just doing a push me pull me all the way up to a crazy valuation, and then this corrects down in APC, and then by the time it gets to the bottom, you find out that they've got Elon sold them some more shares or something. They've got some new fundamental to support why that price is the right price now when it's up here and like in the 57 60s.
And yeah, charts always front run the fundamentals anyways. So that's why I view EPS as a lagging indicator because nobody really knows the earnings until the earnings come out. So the charts do though. The charts, because somebody knows something. So the charts just dictate everything beforehand. So I tell all my followers or subscribers on Patreon that fundamentals are just, you just can't listen to them because they're lagging. They're really lagging. So.
They absolutely do. Oh, they're going to need to rename the fund to SpaceXYZ. That's funny, Fat Jan. Hey, what was that? What was that space tech thing? Did it just blow up? There was a SPAC for space, but I can't remember. Oh no, never mind. It was like Virgin Atlantic, or I mean, it was Amazon. It was Bezos's thing. I just remember. Never mind.
What the SPC?
Bezos doesn't. Oh yeah, it was SPCE.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Virgin Galactic, not Bezos.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so they don't go to outer space; they just get to orbit and back. That's all they do. They don't get very far with their spaceships yet.
All right,
not going to the moon.
I see somebody asking about Enphase here, so I'll just jump on that.
Go right ahead.
Enphase, yeah. So they're asking where to get the GAN indicator. Well, it's a drawing tool, and you have to draw it yourself. And I teach that in my Patreon. It's the GAN square right down here in the drawing tool. So if you know how to do it and use it correctly, then it could be quite accurate. If not, then it'll just be random lines, like people say on X all the time. But Enphase is following the symmetry perfectly. It's going down towards the bottom arc again. Not again, but for the first time, actually. It failed to get there this time, so maybe this time it needed to get there. So that would be maybe around 57. And I think I'll probably start adding on that down there around 57, 56, if it gets there. If not, whatever. But I think there's really no rush on this one because this breakdown just means it's going to take a lot more time to get bullish. And I know I made a video about how I think it's going to be really, really great. And I still think it has potential, but because of this breakdown, it's probably going to take a lot longer time. So it's going to be maybe like a Tesla where it takes a longer downtrend before it starts its uptrend again. So there's really no rush. So if you're looking to buy, I think there could be a better use elsewhere. The money could be spent on Tesla or whatever coin because this is going to be lagging the other markets for the time being. So don't need to worry about Enphase for a while, maybe till mid next year, I would say. Yeah.
All right. I know we're going backwards here. I wanted to show you my Bitcoin chart. I think I've got something that you'll really be interested in. So here's Bitcoin. It is making this triangle and it's angling up. And I don't necessarily see it as a flag. This could be an ending diagonal into this 91,000 level. So it's possible it tops out 91,000, maybe 92, 91 and a fraction. And then we get an ABC retrace. So I'm just going to be looking out for that possibility. I think I have larger. My big chart look. Oh, no, I don't have it on this one. I'm sorry. I have to go to. Never mind. Matt's charts are better. I did want to show you though that I think there's a chance that we're seeing an ending diagonal formation here, and then we will get like an ABC. Yeah, maybe just down to here. I don't know. That's what it looks like. I mean, I could be wrong. It could just be a bull flag and run way up to 100,000. Usually when I draw these, I do some sort of correction before it goes back up again. Like this, and then like this, and then maybe like that. Actually, the correction would have to be lower than that. Maybe like that. All All right, sorry. I just wanted to show you that. AMD. Somebody wants AMD. AMD. 1 week chart. Again, I'm on the wrong. It's this one. AMD. Oh, I got really excited with these whoops, parallel lines here. AMD is done with its wave 2 here, and it is in the actually this is the wave 2. We're in wave 3 now, and this is the wave sub 1, wave sub 2, and it is well on its way. My target is 298.84. Hasn't changed from yesterday when we talked about it. We're looking for AMD to 298.84 next. BTBT. Sorry, I didn't mean to take over your show. Our show. I'm just like running through fast because like I know we're going to run out of time before we know it. BTBT. Oh, let's look. Do I need to do the monthly chart on this? Yeah, it's a much bigger chart. So if it really looks like they're bottoming here. In fact, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. I think looks like it bottomed and has made a cup and handle and has made a new higher high from. I mean, it's broken out of the cup and handle formation now. So I think it's just going to go straight to retest this previous high here at $33. Why does it look like this? Is that right? That is right. So anyway, I think this is $86. Hang on a second. Wait, I just need to do this first. From 62 cents back to here. It's got to go to either 2063. Yeah, 2063 looks more reasonable first. Why did I have all this? I don't know what I was smoking when I wrote this chart. This is what it's got to be. I don't smoke stuff, by the way, guys. It was a figure of speech. 32236. Yeah, it looks good for the 618 because that would retest right here at this wick up. So we just make this so that human eyes can see it. Bigger and to the right. All right, and then here we go. So yeah, it should get to like. Let me just get rid of this other chart. What was I smoking when I drew that? 2063 will be the wave C retracement back up. Then it does a little bit of consolidation, and then that becomes the 1-2, and then I can draw a crazy chart that goes to like $500 or something. But not before. So yeah, BTBT to $20 basically next to retest this previous all-time high. Oh man, imagine the charts if Tracker did smoke. Wowza. Thanks, Fat Chad. How many indicators do you want? I'll give them all to you.
Upstart. I see. I think I got a Disney chart too. If
Oh, Disney. I'm gonna go to sleep if you do Disney.
Well, somebody asked for it and they want to know.
All right, go ahead and do your Disney.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Disney. There we go.
This is a snooze fest. This is dead money.
All you can see is this 45-degree angle, and this is a monthly chart. So these are monthly candles. So this means it's probably going to slowly gravitate to the 45-degree angle, maybe until next year. This is very, very, very boring. There's better money spent elsewhere, in my opinion, because it's going to do nothing, right? Even with that said, you can put on the SMAs. It's riding the 200, and it could, if you just like drew a line from here, you could just see, oh, maybe, yeah. If it just kept riding, that would be like May of 2026 that it might finally touch that 45-degree angle and then maybe finally go up. So yeah, I just think this is going to be a dead money stock for a while. And even if it did, go back up to the 118, that's not going to be very quickly, right? But it really could, because what am I doing here? I have like the tracker.
What are you doing?
I have the tracker disease now.
We're just so excited this morning. Like I'm all giddy, like it's all over again.
No,
Every day is Christmas this week.
but yeah, Disney, yeah, could it come up and go in this channel and just do this the whole time? Yeah, it totally could. And is that really worth it? My time and money going up to 118, 120, and back down and back up and back? No, it's not, because that's only 20%. And I like Connell, where I can do 50% in one day. So,
By the way, a cat just commented on X. Con L keeps going up. Disgusting. He's
yes,
disgusted.
he is disgusted.
Con L's at $67.87 right now.
I'm back in it too, so it's not like I'm missing the ride. I jumped back in yesterday, so just got to enjoy. And TSLL yesterday below 20, so that was good. Good. Yeah, 338. So good things to come. And look at HIMS right now too. It's at 28.25 pre-market. I just wanted to talk about this before.
Oh yeah.
I like it. It broke out, guys. You don't fade breakouts, and this is like rule number one. It's a breakout, right? And yes, there's a giant wick up there, but that's just retail or whoever taking profits up there. But when it's a breakout above all-time high, just like Palantir, it usually has momentum. So I actually bought more yesterday, dollar cost average up to buy that momentum, because taking profits, I think, is a mistake until it gets to some of these fib extension levels. So I'm here for the 31s, the 34s, and even the 40s above for him. So I've been an advocate of this one for a long time. I've been a huge buyer in the 16s, the 18s, the 20s, and even yesterday in the 26s. I was a huge buyer. So therefore, great stock. I love it. I think it has continuation, but I don't chase, right? I buy when it's a red day, not when it's a green day.
I got HIMS going to $73 before the end of this cycle.
Well, I think it's possible. I got to see how it reacts at these levels, but I'm not going to be taking profits anytime.
I'll know a lot better once the wave 3 sub 1 sub 2 is done. This is just the wave 1, wave 2. Now we're in wave 3. Once the 1 and 2 are done, I get a better flavor for what this is going to do. I mean, this one was pretty extreme right here, so this could go. I'm giving it the 1618 and the 2618, so that should cover it. It's possible that just want to do the 618 for now. It kind of wicked above it, but man, it's so close to the 764. I think it wants to go to 3106. Maybe a little bit above would be great for HIMS. Oops, what happened? There we go. What's it? Is it leaky? Somebody asked for Upstart. We talked about Upstart yesterday, I think. My Upstart chart, I think the wave 3 and the wave 4 are done, and it's in a wave 5 move now. And it is going to $119.28. Possibly could extend to 124.78, but 120 is pretty good. I mean, if you get that much profit, you should probably, start definitely start taking profit into that. Once it reaches the wave 5 top, it does an ABC back down. I can kind of give you a guesstimate on that right now. From there to the bottom of this wave 2, I want it to go all the way to the right now. I do want it to go. That's good enough. ABC from 119, probably the 382, 236, 618. So if it goes deep, it goes back to 64.58. If it can stay bullish, you can see right now it's kind of fighting this zone. Maybe it only goes to the 50% retrace and then takes off again. And you'll know better if it does like a something like this, I guess. 236, 12.36, or if you get a high B, then it might just get stopped at the 50% instead of the 61.8. For now, I'll just safely upload the 61.8. What next?
Upstart.
BNB, is that?
That's Binance token. It's a crypto.
So it's not. Yeah. It's your purview, not mine.
I think I got a chart for that. I got a chart for BNB. Do I have a chart for that? I don't even know anymore. Where am I? What's my name?
I just want to report that DXYZ is pulling back from where I just bought a bunch of it. So maybe it will get the consolidation down to 28-ish, and I will buy a ton more down there. That's only $5 a share from there.
Very good.
I'm like, this is like my play of the day again. DXYZ, this one, and Tesla and Connell, TSL Connell, and MSTX.
Very, very good. All right, BNB, here we go. What is this chart telling me? That it's going towards resistance up here to my arcs, right? And what we can see here is that I'm going to just pull up a quick little fib from here to here. And it's basically at that 886. It's getting rejected. So yeah, a lot of things are kind of at resistance. Like Bitcoin's kind of at resistance. Still, even with this 89,000, still resistance, right? Because at 91,000, we can see right here, 91,158. That is resistance. So it's pretty close to it, right? So BNB is also at that resistance level, and it wicked above and having difficulty breaking through. So this is kind of the theme of a lot of crypto right now, just trying to break through resistance. So just give it time. It's not like it's bearish. It's the candles last week were pretty nice for a lot of crypto. So just they might be trying to build a base at a higher level in order to break through previous zones. So just got to watch this 633.4 for BNB. And if it can break above on a weekly candle close, it has the potential to go higher.
Somebody asked for AppLovin.
Ooh, AppLovin?
Yeah. I love a good McLovin, AppLovin.
What do they do, AppLovin? I don't even know.
I don't know. You know what? When you do the next chart, I'll look at Ask Rock. Tell me. or the person who requested it can tell us.
Yeah. Type it in the comments what they do, because it sounds like McLovin from Superbad or something.
Wow, this thing has defied whatever I thought it was going to do. That is not what it did.
It looks like it's at resistance, though, on my angle here. And now I'm going to switch to linear scale. Boom. It's the 2.618. 289. 289.14. So it is a battle between support and resistance. Let's zoom in here. It is above it pre-market. It did close the week above that level, so it has potential to actually flip this 289.14 to a support, but that's got to be the target right there. You got to pay attention to that 289.14 on week over week closes. And if it continues to close weekly candles above it, then I think it can go much higher. But if not, it might need to retest 252 below before it goes higher.
Yeah, if this was the end of the week so far, I'd say that's a bullish candle. It wants to keep pushing higher next week.
Yeah.
But, it's only, is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
My wife smiles at me when I say, what day of the week it is? I never know.
You only know when it's Saturday and Sunday because there's no
exactly. That's the only time I know. The rest of the time it's just a trading day. It's another trading day.
Yeah. You got a chart?
No. No.
Oh, there's a GLW or a YETI people are talking about. Do I have
a YETI? Like AppLovin basically went to my 276.4% for the extension. And maybe it would, like, from here, you would expect it to retrace to something like, oh my God. I don't think it's coming back to 153. I don't think it's going to do any of this stuff. I think this is like it's wave one. And so I can't tell you where the wave two is going to be until it gets there. This thing is just in a monster expansion. All right, I'm sorry. You talk about the next stock. I'm going to look up what does app do. I'm curious myself.
All right. I'm going to go to YETI. I got again here for YETI. Yeah, so from the 2018 up to the blue level down to the orange, and finally retested this blue angle back in March, COVID 2020. It hit it there, and now it just hit it again last week. So it looks like that has potential to be support for YETI. Let's see. But, oh yeah, it is trying to break above that stuff now, huh? That's kind of cool. It's trying to break above the 50 and the 100 and even gapping up inside the cloud today. Oh, that's nice. So it's getting better and better, but I prefer things on top of the weekly Ichimoku to get more and more bullish. So that's going to be my target there at $44 to break above that. Just flip that to a support and go higher. But bullish developments ever since this kind of wick through the angle here, and now it's breaking through one resistance level at a time. So if this closes the week into the cloud, I think this all can become support down here around 41, and then maybe try to get to the 44 and above. So yeah, YETI looks more and more bullish now that it's breaking above a lot of resistance levels. Finally, it couldn't do it for a long time. You could see it here for a long time, but now it's finally doing it. So let's see if 41 can be support now for a continuation higher.
Very nice. I looked up AppLovin. Let's see. It's a digital Cupid for apps, says Grok Fun Mode, and advertisers. They're like the matchmakers of the mobile world, connecting apps with their ideal users through clever advertising tech. Here's the lowdown. They use their AI-powered platform, App Discovery, to help developers find users who will love their apps like a cat loves a sunbeam. With tools like Max, AppLovin turns apps into revenue-generating machines by showing ads that are so relevant, users might actually think, hey, this is kind of useful. Analytics insights, they provide developers with the digital equivalent of a crystal ball through Adjust, is the name of the product, Adjust, which helps in understanding user behavior, campaign performance, and other mystical app analytics. It's basically like mind control for apps in the App Store. To make, if you make an app, then this will make sure that it gets your app in front of the right user that will spend money on your app, I'd say.
Well, there you go. It's
all the time with our phones.
Monster stock. It has been monster stock. Let's see here. VKTX. We'll do a few more before I have to run away. Yeah, it's been getting blocked by my GAN level the whole time, the $75, and it can't break above. And since it can't break above, it's retesting support. And where is that support now? Well, now that it's below the cloud, below the conversion baseline and the arc, the support below is probably the bottom of the arc around 53.77. So, or the 50-week down there at 54.93. So this is looking like maybe the trend might continue a little bit lower, but there is support below, so it has potential to hold for a successful backtest and then try to break above these levels later. So it's not it's not ready to break out yet, but it looks like it's just trying to retest and find its new higher low.
Nice. I don't have a chart from it, but just looking at it, it looks like a giant bull flag that's been going on since the beginning of 2024.
It does look like one. Oh yeah, I think I missed SMCI, so I'll do that for them. 2110 pre-market. So yeah, there's lots of fear with this one, and there was a lot of damage with this bearish engulfing candle down 44%. There's no doubt. So this one is kind of like Enphase, where there might be some time before this chart gets bullish if it does survive like accounting, and they're not like Enron, right? So there is that risk, right? I don't know if people are old enough to remember Enron, but yeah, it could just go down to zero, right? That is a potential possibility when you have accounting fraud, if it is fraud, right? So we'll see, right? But so far, it's still holding the market symmetry just fine. The angle, the arc down there, even like the previous lows down here is okay too. So it's not dead yet, and it has potential, but I'm just waiting for more of a confirmation that things are basically at that bottom before I even start buying any more of this. But it has potential to survive. And if this zone holds, it could be a powerful V bottom. So that's the risk. It's all about risk reward. And right now it's a lot of uncertainty. So there's a lot of risk. So you got to just weigh the pros and cons with SMCI.
If you got time for one more, I've got Corning Incorporated, the GLW is Corning. And it looks like it's completed a 5-wave top. So it made it from this 1-2. It made it to the 238.2% fib extension, a little higher than actually, maybe a 2.5 even. So I would expect this to now start to test lower back to a typical retrace would be 382, 236, 618. That looks like it's going to hurt a lot though. If it can just hold this 50% level, maybe 4120 could be your opportunity to get this on the bottom side. But look for, if you can draw your own chart, just take a screenshot of this, I suppose. If it hits this 382 level, then you can trade it up from 43 to 46, and then look for 40 for 50% level, or 3865 for the 61.8. There's a GLW. You can take your screenshot now. And I think that's it, Matt. Do you want to say goodbye?
Yeah, goodbye. See you. Bye.
Thanks so much for doing the show with us this morning, everybody. And thank you, Matt. And I will
Yeah.
see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.